Hello everyone! Today we're going to have a look at 7.3, the product sum methods. First of all, we're going to look at multiplying out brackets. That's a bit of a revision. Afterwards, you're going to have a look at the product and the sum. And you're going to zoom in how to make a table. And lastly, we're going to have a look at factorizing. So how do you use the product sum methods? So first, multiplying out of brackets. It is removing the brackets using multiplication. So a question could be, simplify x plus 3 times x plus 5. We're going to use the banana methods. So x times x equals x squared. X times 5 equals 5x. 3 times x equals 3x, and 3 times 5 equals 50. Then you're going to add the like terms, so all the things which are the same. The x squared is the same with nothing else. 5x is a like term with 3x, and 15 doesn't have any like terms. So we can only simplify 5x plus 3x by adding them because of the plus symbol. So you will get x squared plus 8x plus 15. So we simplified the answer. Another one could be simplify x plus 2 times x minus 1. Again, x times x equals x squared. X times minus 1 equals minus 1x. Plus 2 times x equals 2x. And plus 2 times minus 1 equals minus 2. Again, highlight the things which are the same, so which are like terms. So you can see that the x's are still the like terms, and it's x squared plus x minus 2. Now we're going to learn the other way around. So now you've learned how to multiply out brackets. So we have brackets and your answer is going to be this. With factorizing, you're going to put this inside the brackets. The product and the sum. So when do you use the product sum method? Because you've already learned how to factorize using the common factor. So if we're going to look at the example of the previous slide, you will have x squared plus 8x plus 15. This exists with no common factor. You cannot simplify it any further. 3 terms. So we've got x squared, 8x, and 15. Those are 3 different things. No like terms, we may not add them, so there are 3 terms. With the other one as well, we have no common factor. Yes, this is an x and this is an x, but this is not an x. And again, 3 terms. We have an x squared, a minus 2, and a plus 1x. When we have those expressions, so x squared plus 8x plus 15, what is called the sum and what is called the product? That's the first step of using the product sum method, and that's why you really need to understand this. So make a note of this in your notebooks. So if we have x squared plus 8x plus 15, we call the 8 the sum. The 15 is called the product. So the number before the letter is the sum, and the number without any letters is the product. If we're going to have a look at x squared minus 2 plus x, there's secretly a little 1, different color, a little 1 over there. We do not write them down, it's an invisible one. So you've got x squared minus 2 plus 1x or x. So the plus 1 is called the sum because that's the one which is in front of the x. And the minus 2 is called the product. So always the number, I write that down, the number before the letter and always with the single letter, so not the squared letter, is the sum. That's really important, and I'll highlight it. Alright, so now we know what the sum and what the product is. So we're going to make a table. That's your second step. So again, x squared plus 8x plus 15. 8 was the sum, 15 was the product, and you're always going to make a table that looks like this. Over here, you're going to put down the product. And this is the sum. Remember that with product we mean multiplication. So it's really multiplying. With sum, we mean adding. Alright, so let's have a look. 15 over here for the product and the sum over there. We're going to search for a product, which the answer is 15. So 1 times 15, that equals 15. The sum of this is 1 plus 15 is 16. This is not 8, what it needs to be. Then another one, minus 1 times minus 15. Remember, minus times minus equals plus, so that's plus 15. But if we're going to add it, it becomes minus 16. That's not 8, so this is not what we're searching for. Then 3 times 5 equals 15. And 3 plus 5 equals 8. We can also look at minus 3 times minus 5 is 15 as well. The sum is minus 8, but we've already found what we needed. So these are the numbers that we're going to use in our last step. Then, for x squared minus 2 plus x, so where secretly a 1 is over there. And minus 2 was a product and plus 1 was a sum. So if we're going to make a table with the product minus 2 over there and the sum equals 1 over there, and minus 1 times 2 equals minus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 equals 1. That's already what we needed, but you may continue if you're not sure. 1 times minus 2 equals minus 2 as well. But if I'm going to add 1 minus 2, then it's minus 1 and not the one that we're searching for. So minus 1 and 2 are the numbers that we're looking for. Alright, then the last step. How to factorize using the product sum method. A question could be, factorize x squared plus 8x plus 15. Then the first step is to write down what's the sum. That's 8. What's the product? That's plus 15. Make a table. We've already done that on the previous slide, so I grabbed the numbers that we needed. So 3 times 5 equals 15. That's the product. And 3 plus 5 equals 8. And that's the sum. You're going to put that in between brackets. So always you start with x and then plus or minus, you don't know, times x plus or minus, you don't know. To make it easy, let's write down plus. This is always what you need. With making a table, you will find 3 and 5. And that are the numbers that you're going to fill in on the dotted lines. It doesn't matter if I'm going to write 5 over there and 3 over there or the other way around. Because if I'm going to multiply it out of brackets, we will get x squared plus 8x plus 15. So that's always a way to check your answer. Right, then another one. X squared plus x minus 2. Remember that this is just a 1. Minus 2 was the product because that's the one without a letter behind it. And plus 1 is the sum. We already found it with a table, so we found the numbers minus 1 and 2. So use that, and your answer is going to be x plus 2 x minus 1. And if you're going to multiply this out of brackets again, you will get the same answer. So, how to factorize with the use of the product sum methods. So first step is to find the product and the sum. You can only use a product sum method if there is no common factor and if there are 3 terms. Step 2 is to make a table. And step 3 is to write down your answer in between the brackets. So always with x and x. And of course the plus symbol could be a minus symbol. Alright, so that was the explanation about factorizing with the use of the product sum methods. This is, as well as the factorizing with a common factor, really important for next year and for next chapters this year. So make sure that you practice.